As America, the brick is already cracked. Why are you paying so much in taxes? Where does the money go? They build their walls, they buy their yachts, but your bills just grow and grow. Why are you paying so much in taxes? Who's counting all your coins while you work 3 jobs to feed your kids? Somebody else joins the winning side. Wake up, open your eyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the greatest YouTuber of all time. Nostalgia.
In the richest land on earth, but can't afford to get sick. You graduate with a mountain of
Long hits.
politics. A man sits high in a cushioned chair, never missed a single meal. Signing papers, they cut your rights. Tell me, how does that feel? They print the money, they raise the rates until you wish your fault. They tax your income, tax your home, tax the food inside your vault. The ones who make the highest car pay the lowest dues. You're watching the game on a broken screen and still singing that blues. They shake your hand at election time, smile wide for the camera flash. Then the moment the ballot box is closed, they're swimming in your cash. From sea to shining sea, my friend, the shine is just a coat beneath the gold is rusted steel, and they're holding all the boats. Why are you paying so much in taxes? Where does the money go? They build their walls, they buy their yachts, but your bills just grow and
Let's
grow.
go!
Why are you paying so much
Why are you paying so much in taxes?
Come
Come on!
3 jobs to feed your kid. Somebody else joins the winning side. Wake up, open your eyes.
Why you pay so much in taxes?
The media feeds you left and right, a war to keep you blind. While 2 teams fight about the flag, they're robbing you from behind. A woman with the highest gavel once bought stocks the day before the law. She passed me millions. Who you call that keeping score? They saying your son's a foreign land. Say freedom is the cause, but read between the battle lines. It's oil contracts and applause. The veterans come back broken, broke, no house, no hope, no plan. But somewhere in a mansion hall, they clinking glass in hand. Your infrastructure falls apart, the bridges crack and bend. The schools are underfunded, yes, but the war machine won't end. A billion here, a trillion.
Why you pay so much in taxes? Man, sometimes I wonder that every day. Oh, we're back with another one. And man, Iraq has just been killing it with the Lego videos lately. I gotta say, why you pay so much in taxes? It is wild. Anyway, today we have some extremely important news of the system cracking and why this is major for silver. A lot of people are taking this current moment for granted. Maybe you're one of them. I don't think these silver prices will last for long. And I'm going to explain some new news, some new information that we have in the silver battle. America has just showed its cards to the rest of the world that it has no missiles. We're out of missiles right now. Well, we're not out of missiles, but we're definitely lower on supply. And I don't know why they let the world know that, but they did. And it's probably not going to work out good for them. Now, to make their missiles, what do they need? You guessed it, silver. So they've pretty much just already shown their cards of they're going to need silver. So you either see prices skyrocket or you'll see them try to confiscate it from people, which might be a chance of that. Hopefully not. But in this environment, we are setting up for that perfect storm scenario where it is now a desperate grab to get as much silver as you can for not only normal people, but for governments as well. And Yeah, so they're kind of like, oh shit, well, we need to build missiles. We have no silver. There are mass paper contracts and not enough silver to go around. Now, people are taking this moment for granted because there is silver around. You can get it still. You can still get physical. It's not cheap, but you can still get it. Oh fuck. Why are we paying so much in taxes? But you can still get it. And people are taking this moment for granted because they think that the world will be normal forever, I guess. They think that, silver is traded sideways for so long. There's no way it could explode to thousands of dollars an ounce. And we're in that time period where it could be dramatically repriced. And it sucks when I'm trying to explain this to people because I don't think everyone understands how different it can change and how absurd it can get. That in reality, I don't see $10,000 silver as being impossible. As crazy as it sounds, I don't even see $50,000 silver being impossible. And I know that sounds like a noob thing to say. That someone saying that it's like, yeah, bro, it's only been 80 forever, and it only went to 120. How are you gonna get it to be thousands? And oh shit, you don't understand that it's been these prices under normal times where the system was stable. As soon as that system shows cracks and the paper market explodes, everyone's going to wait around for that. There's always some reason people wait around for it. They're going to hope they can get in cheaper. I see that's a lot of people's game plan. I'm going to wait till it's 40. Okay. Or, I'll get in when it starts going up. I'll get in, if it goes to 110, I'll start buying, or if it goes to, 150, I'll start buying. Or, when it hits 200, I'll at least still have a chance to buy if this event happens. And what I'm telling you is, you're not going to get a chance. And I'm not saying this is for certain. I mean, me on the channel. I never say I know for sure something's going to happen, but I can definitely say things are setting up for what I almost considered a guaranteed event in my eyes. But I do see some channels out there like that, like Felix guy that he was an ex-banker or something. The guy with the golden retriever. And now, he kind of gives this persona of he was in banking and he knows for sure. He was telling people to buy gold at 5,600 and then it went down. It's man, none of us know for sure what's going to happen. I mean, that's why I hate using the word for sure. But I can definitely say from my research that there is a giant possibility that I think it's inevitable at this point, because when the dollar completely fails and loses purchasing power and silver becomes the most needed thing on the planet, and like I said, we already have the supply deficits of 6 years in a row, and now we have the U.S. military saying they need silver. I mean, do you see where the picture's setting up here, folks? That a lot of you think I'm crazy. Maybe I had a little bit too much to smoke, maybe. And I'm here to tell you, you're a fool. That you should at least be somewhat prepared. Because if silver hits these record amounts, it's not going to matter what your Pokemon investments have done. It's not going to matter what any of your investments have done. If silver runs to $1,000 out of nowhere, $10,000 out of nowhere, it is going to change the currency. That all of our Pokemon stuff will be worth the same amount in dollars. It probably won't even change that much. And silver will be dramatically more expensive. And like I said, I'm not saying that this is a guaranteed thing, but I'm saying it's definitely more likely to happen than what it was 10 years ago. The environment is a lot different when you compare it to 10 years ago. The military wasn't out of missiles 10 years ago. There wasn't a 6-year straight deficit 10 years ago. These are the things you have to compare the prices to. There wasn't a war, especially a pointless war going on. There wasn't as many people woke up to the system being bullshit in America and us hating the leaders with a passion. There wasn't a fall of the currency where no one wants to hold dollars. We are getting to that point where people see we don't need a Federal Reserve. We don't need cash. You have more money without cash existing. You have more money without the Federal Reserve existing. If we operated in a gold and silver system, there would be no room for manipulating and paying people nothing to work. And I found this funny. There was an interview with Goldman Sachs, of all people. They asked, where Goldman Sachs said that the K-shaped economy is over-exaggerated. That would be something Goldman Sachs would exactly say, instead of interviewing normal people. Like, you could have gotten that answer for a bologna sandwich and, a warm cup of tea for a homeless man. Like, they would have come up to you and said, yeah, the K-shaped economy is definitely real, bro. 90% of America's homeless. Like, the other 10% is rich. Like, it's that bad. The labor is not valued at all anymore. Like, there is a complete disconnect. I don't know how that's so hard for people to see. The money is no longer worth what it used to be, to where $1 an hour in 1964 was a lot of money because it got you 1 ounce of silver. Like, think about this. This is how bad your money's been depleted. In 1964, even if you made it $1 an hour, it got you 1 ounce of silver. So you made $80 an hour today. And a lot of jobs in 1964 paid $2, $3 an hour. The math is truly broken. That they make it sound absurd when a worker says, I should be making $30 or $40. They go, $30, $40? For what? Are you a doctor? No, you should be making $80 an hour at least, because the money's not worth the same. Wake up, America. They've robbed you. There is no value for work anymore. This is the K-shaped economy. How Goldman Sachs can even deny it at this point is absolutely diabolically disgusting. It's despicable. It truly is. It's absolutely sickening. Fucking corrupt bastards. But this, my friends, is where silver shines. In these environments. But imagine silver at like $500. Like, how pointless working will be then. It's a fucking scam. Like, you have to compare these things, or the system will trick you into slavery for nothing. for nothing. But this is how worthless their paper has gotten, that you were being taken advantage of. You'd be making $80 an hour without the Federal Reserve, literally, because you'd be forced to be paid in silver. Like, that's how broken they have destroyed the system. That in reality, you were getting, you're making $30, $40 an hour, you're making nothing, dude. You're making nothing. You have to look at it in that light. And if silver continues to climb, there will be no point in working. It will just be the people that have silver and Pokemon collections and real estate and everyone else that doesn't. But like I said, the American military has showed their card. They need silver fast. In my opinion, the storm is beginning, and it's not going to be very pleasant for those of us that are not prepared. This channel has given you a long time to prepare. We've given you a long time to prepare in Pokemon, buying up Ghastlies, buying up Alakazams and Blastoises and everything else. Now it's time, if you have those things, to dump them and to get into silver before it's too late. I can't stress it enough. It looks boring now, but it's the one asset that has so much potential when the paper markets break. When the paper markets break, silver holders will become millionaires. And it sounds absurd. It sounds like a vague promise that may happen in another 30 years or 40 years, but I can assure you it will happen a lot sooner than you think, especially under these conditions. I can't promise you anything. I can't guarantee you anything, but I can say when you look at the fundamentals, there is nothing stronger of an investment to me than silver. And everything else is kind of just noise at this point. Too expensive. While silver is still the bargain of a lifetime, but it will not last for long, friends. If you are holding, be patient. Don't sell. You have one of the greatest assets in humanity. And if you don't have any, you should probably get prepared. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you on the other side. Why are you paying so much in taxes? We're out.